Welcome back to the number one podcast in the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Maryam Al-Ansari.
Hey. I was hated by everyone. I don't understand how this suffering can ever help me. Whatever it is. Like, I don't care. And she looks at me, she's like, oh, you're so desperate for this, aren't you? I want to be a teacher in the morning. And then once I finish my job, I want to be a taxi driver.
You are like so into psychology.
Psychologically.
Finally, something she accepted as a course.
I am. I've always...
For me, this was a canon event, absolute cinema. And I feel like there is this. Let me go back to the question. Not have the experience you have, obviously, because age and...
Age? I'm not that old.
Oh, because of age.
Sometimes you being Emirati is a negative thing because...
What's up, Maryam? I want to take it from the start. I always ask this every single person we bring on. How's like life growing up here? You grew up in the UAE, right?
I am Emirati, so yes, I did grow up here.
How is it?
Well, I studied in a government school, so I was surrounded by a lot of culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was fine.
What about your childhood? Like since you were a kid, were
You guys are gonna start with my childhood.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Is this like a therapy session?
We just do that from the start. What we do, do it.
Okay.
Sit up. Yeah. Tell us more
My
about your
childhood, I was a very quiet person,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because I'm not a quiet person anymore. I think. I was a very reserved person. Would keep to myself mostly.
Still?
Not really. I don't think so.
Okay.
Or maybe I think it's my job that allows me to, or makes me want to network with people. So I'm not really sure.
Okay.
But I do not have a big friends group even now.
No?
Neither did I before.
No. Ooh.
What about your dreams? Did you always know you wanted to become an entrepreneur, start your own thing, or did you have different dreams when you were younger?
So funny enough, when I was way younger, in my opinion, taxi drivers made a lot of money. Because, for me, it was like, because they're
That's it.
pretty much picking up people. They're like making 30 to 50 dirhams.
Okay.
And then in my head, you're making 30 to 50 dirhams in 15 minutes. But if you pick up more people, then you're making so much money in your day. At that time, I did not know.
Yeah.
So my plan was, I remember telling this to my aunt, I want to be a teacher in the morning.
Okay.
And then once I finish my job, I want to be a taxi driver until the night.
How-
So like an Uber.
How old were you when you said this? Crazy take.
I want to say I was young.
Yeah.
I was young.
Clearly.
Very young.
But it shows you still at least had the thinking of, making money.
I wanted to just work.
Yeah.
So for me, 9 to 5, so 9 to 2, I would be in school. After 2, I would have some time. So I was like, okay, what can I do? Something that's more flexible. It's Uber nowadays, but taxi.
You took a gap year, isn't that?
After high school,
Yeah.
I took a gap semester.
Why?
I had a surgery, so I got sick.
Oh.
I could have joined, but I
Wanted to rest.
no, I did a diploma then.
Okay.
So I did a diploma in entrepreneurship.
You study finance?
Yes. Well, that's not what I started with.
Why? Or what you start with?
I started with cybersecurity because I was really
That's
good
very
at
different.
Why did
programming.
you swap? Did you continue? Like, did you do like a year or two, or just like?
So when I did my diploma, after I finished it, they put us with a CEO, a big CEO of a company. They made me job shadow this guy.
Okay.
And while I was job shadowing this guy, it was a tech company, and he was like 80 years old, mashallah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was very old, very wise.
Oh.
And I remember sitting one day with one of his programmers, and I realized the life of a programmer is all laptop, him being there. That's all.
Is that what cybersecurity is all about, actually?
No, I'm not sure because I never ended up finishing it. But I know that as a programmer, I wouldn't have been happy. I knew how to program because I was a national champion in grade 11 or 12.
MashaAllah.
So that made sense for me to be a programmer in that sense because I was like, okay, I can do it. I'm a champion. So I guess I have the,
So why finance then?
When I did my diploma, one of the professors said that in business, you need a legal person or a finance person. That's really, really important. That's something that you cannot really skip.
The legal person or a finance person? Yeah.
So for me, I couldn't be a lawyer at that time, and I didn't want to be a lawyer. and I went into finance.
Did you want to be a lawyer in the beginning? Was that something you were thinking about or considering?
My dad studied law,
Wow.
so for me, it was too restricted. You know, you just study law. It's just a small.
Looks like you're looking
field.
for freedom. You wanted to move around. You wanted to be your own boss, maybe.
Did you always have that vision of becoming an entrepreneur? Like, did you want to like study finance and work in a finance job? Is that what it is?
No, when I did my diploma in entrepreneurship, which is where entrepreneurship came through. Finance was a way of understanding the numbers.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, I didn't know it was accounting.
Yeah.
But I went into finance.
Yeah, and now you founded Ittifaq. What is the? I just don't understand how it's a legal tech AI startup.
Yes.
Tell me more about it. I don't know. I didn't go into it because I wanted to ask you about it. I don't know what it is.
So
about.
you want me to tell
Yeah,
you
explain
how it
what-
started?
Yeah, how was
The whole
it?
story, the idea,
yeah,
how it started, and how.
and it confuses me because when you speak about law in it, you're not a lawyer. So how do these two worlds go together?
Yeah.
And now you say that you wanted to become a lawyer, and now I'm like, okay,
I did not want to ever become a lawyer,
okay,
but that was something that was there. You know, you either go into law or you go into finance. For me, so
Yeah.
I went into finance.
okay,
So the way I started it, I was in another AI company. I had signed an NDA. Was it another contract?
Yeah.
And I wanted to get out of it. So I had a pro bono hour with a lawyer, luckily, and she made a mistake. And for me, I realized that AI would have never made that mistake, but she picked on something that was really, really important. And so I realized, okay, AI would have not guessed that.
yeah.
She got that experience. She made a decision based on her experience. And so that's where Ittifaq came about.
Do you have any partners in the business or sure?
No, not at the moment.
Wow.
So
And so what is so you're a lawyer? It's like AI lawyer, or is it like what does it do exactly? Yeah, it's a bit more. I'm sorry.
So when you go to a legal professional, they have to do legal research, whichever case you have. And that's what we do. We automate the legal research process. And that's where we started off from and then brought up other services.
Do you not need to be a lawyer for this?
That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people...
And it's no. Is it not?
You don't really have to be a lot of things when you're starting off a startup, except that you have to have certain skill sets, certain information about different areas of what you're trying to do. The rest of the things you can actually research. In terms of legal, do I have to be a lawyer? I do have someone who in the legal team,
Okay.
which takes care of the legal aspect,
There we go.
but the whole business does not need 24/7 a lawyer.
That's my question because I was like,
That's what
there's no way.
everyone kept asking. That's what everyone kept asking me in the beginning. Where's the lawyer? You should be a lawyer.
That's what he was asking.
No, I'm like, because I heard about Ittifaq and I was like, oh yeah, that's very cool, very nice. I'm like, okay, but is she a lawyer? She's not. Okay, that's a good question. Let's ask it.
Yeah, but many fintech companies don't start.
You're right. No, you're right. You have a point. No, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, okay.
Unless obviously if it's medical, I think then
you need
it makes
doctors.
sense.
Well,
But before that, it is something very interesting and something that maybe could have ended a lot of people's careers. When you had that moment with your old company and it took you to the moment that you had to hire a lawyer or had to check with someone to get out of that contract. What was it like throughout that process, talking to a lawyer, trying to escape that contract?
Well, I sent her an email and she was like, why are you panicking? I'm like, I'm not
Very
panicking.
panicked.
I was a little panicked.
Yeah.
But I needed to get out of it. And she's like, okay, fine, let's get on a call, blah, blah, blah. I read the contract. And the mistake she made, I caught it. Because I read the contract, right? So yeah, that's how my experience with the lawyer was. Legal professionals are not...
has finance helped you
In what way?
in founding the Ittifaq?
Accounting has, not really finance. So finance is different. You deal with different aspects of...
If you had to go back in time, would you like, okay, I didn't need finance, or had it taught you something? Finance.
Kind of don't need a lot of things when you start a company.
I know.
In terms of the degree,
Yeah.
or because when you're doing a bachelor's, you guys already know the first few years. You guys are studying basic subjects.
I was thinking not about like the degree. I mean,
Yeah, it is very general.
yeah, I was talking about like skill sets.
But yeah, talking about again though, yeah.
I don't know where my skill sets came from. So I didn't study finance and I'm like, okay, I picked up critical thinking from finance. Like, I don't know where it came from.
Let's talk about university. Do you feel like maybe if you focus on just business it would have been easier, or is it important studying in university? How is the mix, or did it affect you in what
It's
way?
hard. It's definitely hard. In the beginning, I was talking to someone when I was very, very passionate. I was full of energy, full of positivity. When you haven't had that first hit of the calamity that entrepreneurship brings for you. I remember someone told me they really failed a lot of their courses when they were doing part-time. I was like, why? What do you mean? I'm doing part-time and I'm doing like all of these things. Why do you think it's easy? And then along the way, I realized it's hard to keep up your grades. It's hard to have that focus since you're diverted all over the place. When you're at university, you're working for Ittifaq. When I'm at Ittifaq, I'm working for something else. So
how do you manage that?
I do have a to-do list.
Okay.
So I divide my to-do list into pathfinders. I have to do this, which is the podcast. University, I have to do this.
I want to speak about the pathfinders as a host. You are the host, I guess.
Yeah.
Like in a different way or form. How was it like meeting different minded people and like different innovators? To me, honestly, it's the coolest shit ever. Like, actually, do you like sit down and be like, okay, this is like very cool. I get to sit down with like in different minds, innovators, see how they think. And
did you learn anything from any people that you had on the show?
In the beginning, when I started off with interviewing. So at that time, it was, whoa, this person is so successful.
Yeah.
Like I'm around someone who's a celebrity, perhaps. For me, they were, because for me, that's what success looked like. And the more I spoke to such people, I realized they're human as me.
Yeah.
And so the bubble I had created in my head about how they are successful, that kind of shrunk. And when I saw them as real human beings, that actually helped me become more confident in what I wanted to do.
That's a different way of thinking about it.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, you're a human being. I'm speaking to you. Our mindsets are kind of alike.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between you and me? Why can't I be where you are in
That's a different that's a good way of thinking about it.
So then once you kind of have that mindset, any hurdle, in my opinion, becomes easy. That first hump of self-doubt is the hardest hump that I think is...
You kind of have to humanize it and lower it down to a standard where like you're just the same person.
And that makes it more comfortable, and you can have a more real
100%
talk with someone. But
so I've always noticed that I've always been a very empathetic person, but at the same time, I've always been able to understand different perspectives. And so when you have such conversations, especially with podcasting, you start to understand the person in front of you, because you ask questions to kind of tick who this person is all about, right? To make sense of who they are. Yes. So once you understand someone, you kind of also understand yourself a little bit more, if that makes sense. You ask them questions, and we're kind of humans at the end of the day. We feel the same emotions. I feel fear the way you feel fear. I feel self-doubt the way you feel self-doubt.
You're right.
Now, you're sitting with someone, for example, who was the first Emirati or first this or first that. And then you realize that they also had self-doubt. So you're like, okay, that's normal, but they overcame it. How did they overcome it? That's how then you change your perspective. And that's how I think interviewing, podcasting has helped me as a person.
Wow. I've never heard something like in this perspective. You have a different perspective. It's unique. Growing up, did you have any mentors? Would you say? Family or not family?
So I've never had someone I've become a fan of. If that makes sense.
Like idolize.
I've never idolized. I've never had a celebrity who I've idolized. No, not even like entrepreneurs I've idolized. I've read books.
So what do you look up to?
I genuinely, like, when you ask me this, I genuinely don't look up to a single person.
Okay.
I look at someone and I say, hey, you did an amazing job at this aspect. I admire your skill set in that sense. But I don't admire you as a person completely, because you're not perfect, in my opinion. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It does make sense. No, it does. Yeah, just
definitely
something new.
In terms of mentors, so I see mentorship in a different way.
Okay.
I know some people idolize it. That's why I answer that.
Yeah.
For me, mentorship is all about someone who has certain skill sets that I want to have or have been through certain experiences that I have similar experiences and I could learn from and kind of apply it on my own end. So I have 2 at the moment. Before I did not have any.
Do you think if you had these earlier, it would have helped?
No,
No.
because I wasn't ready.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't in a place in my life
Yeah,
where I
you see,
needed
I like
this
that.
advice.
Everything has a time.
Yes, that's
I like to think about
I mean,
yeah.
I've read books earlier in my days. When I was younger.
You still read?
Sometimes, yeah.
I love reading.
When I was younger, I used to read a book. And then for me, I would make up a scenario so I could solve this scenario through this advice, let's say. But now I'm already going through this scenario, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's more relevant for me now rather than an information that was not relevant for me 5-7 years ago.
Yeah.
So it looks like you have a very strong mindset, mashallah. So what were some struggles that you faced, whether it was with pathfinders or ittifaq, like something that maybe questioned why are you doing this, or something that made you rethink twice about everything like that, and how did you overcome it? What were like some challenges?
You think I have a strong mindset. I think I'm a normal human being. I have my ups and my downs.
Okay.
Everyone has ups and downs, but some people get through things better than others.
No, you definitely. It's a clear thing. You take it as a compliment. You have a mentality that's like, honestly, from the start, what I've been rolling for 10 minutes, it's like, never, I don't know, different perspective. Not in a bad way. No, that's not a bad way. It's just, it's a different perspective when it's unique. Everyone lives its own way, yeah?
You could say that, I guess.
You could say thank you.
I'm just surrounded by a lot of people who have similar mindsets. So for me, it's the normal.
You said you have a small circle. Do you keep friends around you and that can support you in your businesses and that you grew up with? You keep childhood friends or?
I don't have many childhood friends so far.
Okay.
I mean, I have friends that I catch up with in few years, once or twice, but no one has, I think, stuck with me. And I think that's why I think I could also do entrepreneurship, because it's a lonely journey and I'm kind of used to it. You know, I've never had someone who has stuck with me for years on end. That's weird. Is it?
It is weird. I mean, other than family.
Obviously.
Yeah, come on.
Outside of family, I've never had a friend who's 12 years and we're still strong. And
No?
No.
You don't necessarily need someone that's...
No, it's not necessary at all. Maybe some people normalize it now because you see it a lot.
In movies,
Not only in movies. I know a lot of
we have like books together, different, same wedding structures and stuff. I don't have those kinds.
About family, where they have a strong relationship with your family, and were they always supportive of this, of your businesses, or you becoming into the business and starting your own things, or were they like, Maryam, university, and a job?
It's a mix. Obviously, there are times where it comes from care, that you should focus on a singular thing, especially when your family sees you having your ups and downs, especially when it's downs. They're like, okay, you know what? It's not worth it. You could live an easier life. We're here to support you. That's when I think, I wouldn't say they're not supportive in that sense. They're supportive in a different sense. However, if I do want to do something, they're supportive in that way. I'm blessed, for sure.
That's
Family is very
That's
important.
very, very important. You know, you would be surprised. So people just don't say it and sugarcoat it. I see it in person. Like, people say, like, yeah, I don't need to get close to my dad or mom, and I don't know. I think I've said it every single podcast, and now we spoke about parents. I really have that deep connection with my parents, and I feel like if you don't, you get lost, because like, who's gonna be there for you at 7 years old? Who's gonna be there for you at 9 years old, 10 years old? After 18, you're like, okay, I have some friends. I can go to uni. I'm still in school, you know that. So still don't go to uni, and I don't want to go to uni away from my parents. That's how, like, I don't know. It's kind of a thing where, yeah, I don't want to leave my parents too far just because.
You do have to get out of fitness.
Comfort
See,
zone.
people tell me this every
I
time,
tell them as well.
and I feel like I'm already ready. Like
But it's not a necessity. What they mean by you going out of the nest, in my sense, is you need to have your own opinions, or you need to have your whatever, but you do need to make your own identity at the end of the day. And the way you make your identity is through your parents and your
Do you
surroundings.
okay? Do you think that's not available if I'm still with them?
No,
Yeah.
you can be with them,
Yeah.
but you can still make your own identity.
100%.
You
Just-
can still make your own
Exactly.
opinion.
So it's not like a necessary thing. People right now,
I say it as a mommy daddy kid.
yeah,
It's a weird thing, but mommy daddy kids are basically like, I can't do it. I have to take, I wouldn't say take permission. No, obviously permission is respect.
yeah.
I mean, I need to think this with my parents,
Yeah.
which I get for a big thing. But if I want to do
Yeah.
something small and I'm like, no,
You can.
mommy, daddy, it's,
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Because a lot of times I feel like I'm asking them just to think with me, not to be like, okay, please yes or no, please yes or no, like allow me. No.
There are some people like that. And when I say mommy, daddy, kid, I also mean people who are spoon-fed,
Yeah.
right?
That can ruin you as a kid.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Even as an adult. Because now you have
You just get
everything.
laid back.
Yeah.
They're like early retirement.
Yeah, you can.
They have everything on a silver platter, so you don't really work for anything. And if you don't get it, you kind of lash out.
Yeah, and start crying.
That is true. But you know, Maryam is very big on networking. So
Yeah.
let's go for it.
Yeah, bro. I think right now it's about 40 people. I started this networking thing, and it's like a networking group, like a summit, call it Atlas Summit. And the best part about it is like I just put out a story and 40 people joined, and it's so cool because I get to meet people of different minds, especially with the podcast also. 'Cause I get to meet people like you, amazing people like all these guests I've got, and this networking group, what has allowed me to do is get people like paddle coaches, I don't know, doctors, people from every single different genre. So I can listen to different experiences of life from all sorts of ages. I have people younger than me. I would consider myself young, I'm 17. And I have people of 24, 30s. The best part about networking for me is definitely that aspect of like getting to meet different minds and perspectives like yours and Bedr's and Namir's, and so cool.
But a lot of noise is also bad.
Think so?
Yeah. Especially in the beginning days, if you don't have your North Star, you listen to 10 different opinions. You don't know what's the right way or the wrong way.
Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like in that sense, you're just led by excitement. So since you're around a lot of people, which I agree with your point, because then the paddle coach, which what you're saying, it's all about paddle. Now, I want to do this. Let me follow him. And then the doctor is saying, so you are kind of all over the place.
I mean, you can see patterns, especially with podcasting.
Yeah,
You would always see a pattern in mindset. You would see a pattern in their journey. There was a low, there was a high, all of those things.
But definitely this pattern I feel like is like it's there, but it just gets more and grayer between different people, obviously, because different cultures, different people. But what we talk about, noise. I feel like you can receive so much noise. Let's say opinions of 10 people. 10
Right.
people give you opinions, okay? It's up to you and how you're thinking to then filter that out and be like, okay, I'm mature enough and I can think enough to be like, okay, I have these 10 opinions. What actually suits me? What is best for me? And and this opinion is for me to go follow then. Does that make sense? Yeah?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So exactly, just I guess kind of filter all this. And I still haven't done my first event. It's brand new, this thing. But yeah, I'm planning to do like a paddle event and something cool. Just to sit down and meet a lot of people. Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, it says, because we do see you at a lot of events, obviously.
I have
Yeah.
not been at an event in forever.
She's so humble, I swear.
Yeah,
What-
guys, it's hard to compliment you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you can.
Nitex was a long time ago. But
Yeah, that was like 2024 October.
we're in events. The
No, you were.
top 50 summit.
What was it? Top 50? Okay, wait. That's huge. Top 50 summit. Come on.
The 50 entrepreneurs.
Oh, the Emirati
Yeah.
or the award, yes.
Come on.
Yeah, the award.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. What was your reaction being chosen as the top 50 startups by Emirates?
So what happened in that top 50 was from the top 50, they even chose I wouldn't say top 6, but they chose 6.
Okay.
And from the 6,
Top 6.
yeah, so a weird story, actually weird thing happened that way.
Yeah.
So I got a call a day before saying that you should, you're one of the shortlisted startups that is going to talk to the sheikh. So you have to be at your stand or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay,
Wow.
sure. They're like, only 7 companies are chosen.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, okay, from the 50. So I'm like, okay, fine. I go the next day. We stand on the stand. A Sheikh Himar passes by,
Yeah.
and then one of the organizers who called me the night before comes to me, and she's like, "There's a story behind this. I'll tell you." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "There's a story behind this." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'll tell you at the end of the whole event."
Okay.
So I go up to her and I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" Because I'm so curious. I'm like,
Yeah.
"What's happened?" So she told me that they actually informed everyone, the six companies actually, that from before, that you're gonna stand at your place, you're gonna be shortlisted. And I got a call just the night before, in the night, like at 11 a.m.
You have to be ready.
because they called them at 10 a.m. or something,
And you got at night.
and they put me at the 7 extra. So there were only 6, and last minute they added me after like a week or something. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm such a, why? I was so curious.
Do that.
I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it's one of the things you would never know.
Damn.
Did you ever know why?
I did not know why.
But it's
Probably because it's such a great idea. I mean,
I'm not sure. I really don't know. I really don't know what the idea was, who or how it happened, why it happened. I
But
have no
still,
idea.
even being invited that event, even still being in the top 50, let alone the top 7, is a very big achievement, mashallah.
yeah. No, come on.
Alhamdulillah.
You should
I think I've had
that.
much more amazing and successful people. So for me, whatever I do, in my opinion, myself, I still haven't reached.
Maryam, don't you feel
success.
like you don't take time? I mean, at least I haven't met you for long, but don't you feel like you don't take time to appreciate yourself, literally by saying it? Because you're like I feel like
What do you mean appreciate myself?
feel
Like, do I look at myself in the mirror and be like, "Hey, you're successful"?
no, not
I
like that.
appreciate
No,
you."
not like that. It's just like
Finally,
like-
our argument.
no, because some people like they do so much great things, and to them they still say, "Oh, I'm not great. No, I'm not great. I'm not great."
Okay, look, to be honest, in her defense, I see the vision. Let me tell you why.
No, it's 100%.
If you're gonna keep telling yourself, I was the top 50, I did
No.
this and that, you can let
Then
off
I
the
hit
brakes.
my limit.
You hit the brakes.
But for me,
Okay, define success. When will you be
Okay.
able to say that?
That's better.
Define success. Maryam
that's
success.
ever-changing question. I think.
Okay, what are some goals that you set to yourself that, okay, these ones, if I achieve, you can pat yourself on the back?
Okay, I need to.
Is it
think
a
about that.
financial goal?
I've never thought about it. I genuinely have never thought about it. I work because I like working. It's not because I want to reach to a point where I feel,
Oh,
oh, I'm successful enough. I like working. That's all. I don't think about when I should stop or when I think I'll feel enough. I've always said this. It's a very addictive feeling when you know everything that you kind of did was based on your work and hard work and your hustle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you didn't get money from
it does.
people
don't get
around
money
you.
from
I did not get money from,
No,
no.
don't feel like it's good.
I actually had to work, I had to save up, and then I had to
You.
invest all of these things or, apply for grants. And
That must feel 20 times better than actually just.
yeah, it's
getting
quite addicting.
100%.
I've
Yeah.
always said this to everyone. Like
It's exciting
very
also.
But you know what? Everyone starts at some point. I do have certain privileges.
Yeah.
Maybe money is not one of them, but I do have certain privileges that I've been able to use to my advantage. Such privileges also have been negative in some sense. For example, you being an Emirati, you think that government gives you money just to do things.
I was going to talk about that. What's some
Right?
misconceptions?
That's
that
such a big
it's- yeah.
misconception.
Mhm.
And on the contrary, sometimes you being Emirati is a negative thing because
Why?
people have this stereotype that you don't work, that you only have a network,
Hmm.
which is only your strong suit.
That's a big false thing.
I've actually sat with
Very-
someone,
That's-
a lawyer,
Very big. I feel like what?
And no one is here.
I
So the
sat
people
with a
outside
lawyer.
the UAE.
a real story. I sat with a lawyer
Okay.
and this guy was talking to me. He has his own legal tech company. And he goes like, "Oh, Maryam, you're so lucky. You're a woman. You're Emirati. So you would get a lot of exposure."
How insulted did you get?
I looked at him for a good 2 minutes and I'm like, did he just say that to me? Like, I understand that's a privilege.
100%.
I understand that there are certain advantages that comes
But
with
it's
it.
the way your hard work, like when
For sure.
people say that, like you
I mean,
must be, and of course,
Women already don't get invested. And on top of that, if you add the filter of, hey, she's a woman, I'm not saying it's a standard. I'm saying there are certain people who think the
That's true.
opposite.
And it's from your experience. Of course, we are all very lucky to be in the UAE, and
Oh, yeah.
the government supports
For
us
sure.
a lot.
That
But
itself is a privilege.
it's a huge privilege. And they're always doing events for us. But, the people who actually take advantage of the government's help are the people who are working hard.
Yeah.
So it isn't right to just tell someone, oh, but you're...
Once I got a grant, and this person who just heard that I got a grant said, oh, because you're Emirati. I'm like, actually, no. There were 5 people who were chosen. I was the 4th one in line. And all of them were non-Emiratis. I was the only person who was Emirati in it. And they got higher grants than me. So the misconception they have just because I was Emirati, I got the grant, is so wrong.
I feel like it's a coping mechanism, to be honest. Like, for people to feel comfortable.
Yes.
Or, like, let's say I'm in a competition and you win, I'm salty. Okay, she won because she's Emirati.
Yeah, they're gonna just like
Just to make themselves maybe feel
100%.
confident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Things recently, sorry.
No.
Recently, someone actually said, what are you going to do with all of these awards? Like, I'm like,
Why are you receiving so much hate?
when you speak to people, when you network, when you meet all kinds of people, it's gonna bring up such dialogues, for sure.
And we've seen it.
And you know what? You're not protected with HR as an entrepreneur. Like, I can't go to an HR department and complain, hey, this is what this person told me. This is what a comment I got. I don't have any HR department.
I actually recall a story, and I'm very sorry that I don't remember the event it was from, but you did pitch your idea, and then a woman spoke to you, and she didn't like the idea or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
after you won, she came and spoke to you, and
God,
actually
that was
supported
such a
you.
crazy...
Tell us in detail, because I'm so sorry, I forgot what you
I
meant.
know
It was.
about this.
So I was at this competition,
Okay.
and a lot of amazing women were there. It was a woman-focused
Wow.
pitching competition. It was, well, quite considerably good. And I wouldn't say I was nervous. I was prepared. I was prepared in the sense, okay, I have to do this. Pitching is not always easy. You have a time limit, 5 minutes, so you have to concise everything in that minute. And so she comes to me and she's like, hey, how are you? I've known this woman before at another place. I'm like, good. So out of nowhere, we were sitting, me, her, and someone else. And she looks at me, she's like, oh, you're so desperate for this, aren't you? She actually said a word.
No, word by word.
You don't
Use the word desperate.
Was that word by word?
I'm not kidding. In English, oh, you're so desperate for this, aren't you? You seem like you really want it. Aren't we all wanting it?
Yeah.
Why are we
Why
all
am I
here?
here? I could have said that, but
And then the other person beside me, she looked at me. I looked at her because there were 3 people. And I'm like, what am I even supposed to reply to this?
You just don't.
I actually did not respond to that.
Okay, good.
5 minutes later, so we had our names on the screen with our faces. For like 5 women or 6. Her face was here. My face was exactly beside her. And she comes to me. I'm sitting and she comes behind me. And she's like, oh, I don't see your face. It's right beside you.
Yeah.
It's literally right beside you. It was weird. She's like, oh, I don't see your face. I'm like, that's my face. It's actually, I heated up.
Yeah,
I actually heated up from all of
this
this.
is the start of networking no one likes.
And no, that's before her pitch even.
Yeah,
So
and
now
that's,
she's supposed to rehearse, she's supposed to do everything.
it was crazy. And then I went into the washroom. I was like so mad. So I called my aunt, and I remember I called my mom or something. I don't curse, but at that time I cursed.
Oh,
I was like, she's a astaghfirullah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let her come to me, because that's what was happening. She's already getting to me. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let her get to me.
No choice.
I go back, we do our pitching. This woman did not stop even then. Then after we were even done, I was standing outside, like we were all standing, and beside me she comes, she's like, do you hear that? I'm like, hear what? She's like, nothing. I'm like, what do you want? You know? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did end up winning, but she was really bad experience.
Yeah. Even after you won, after that, she was
afterwards.
your supporter.
Exactly. After we won, we met at another event the same day, coincidentally in the night. She's like, "Oh my God, Maryam, you rocked it. You did this, you did that." And I'm looking at her. I'm like, "Okay, fine, I guess so."
Nah.
It was maybe it's just my perspective of how things went. Maybe she was just being nice.
No, that
No.
she's actually very humble on my side.
Yeah, I told you.
How she was not.
That's a crazy way.
We never know.
Yeah, okay, that's also
No,
also a possibility, but not like that.
I never used to think that way.
No.
I always used to.
But yeah, that's a nice mindset you have.
It was very.
it
keeps
got
you-
changed, honestly,
What
because
was it from a situation?
when you keep meeting such people
Hmm.
on a daily, if not weekly basis, weekly, not if not daily basis, you cannot cope.
Hmm.
You always go out of your house and you're thinking, "Oh my God, who else is gonna be negative? Who else is gonna hate on me? Who else is gonna, you know?" It's not that I have a negative perspective. I've never had a negative perspective. It's just
You.
if I tell you the stories that happened with me, you would yourself say you're right to think that people are evil. But then it's tiring on my end. So I just give the benefit of the doubt all the time. Even if I know that you actually don't mean well for me, I give you the benefit of the doubt. You're having a bad day. And I just stay away from you. I know for a fact that I'm not going to let you bite me again. But I'm just going to stay away from you, you know? Like, "Oh, you didn't mean to make this comment and mislead me in a certain direction." It's fine. Maybe you misled me in a different direction, but I'm not going to let you do it again. I'm just going to stay away.
That was a beautiful statement. It protects your peace.
Wow.
Protects your peace, definitely.
You know?
Good.
It's not like you accept people as they are. You accept people as better than that. And sometimes when, there's a thing in Arabic, تحسن الظن.
صح.
I've never been this person, literally never. But now that I do, people actually live up to that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know?
How else do you protect your mental health? Is there a sport you go to? Are you a very religious person? Is there someone you always talk to about your problem? How do you protect your mental health or the coping?
So I do boxing. That
Really?
really brings out the heat.
That's a
The frustration comes out there. I do run,
Mm.
especially on days that I feel very overwhelmed. It's not in this weather though.
No.
Crazy.
Killer
Way
way.
hard.
It's gonna do the opposite effect.
Yeah, it's gonna make you more angry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Religiously, there are certain acts I think really helps me. At the end of the day, you gotta be spiritual in some sense.
You gotta, yeah.
Do you believe in manifestation?
I don't have a sticky note on my mirror that I read and I'm like, I'm enough. No, I'm not one of those people. But I do look back and I think there have been moments where,
You really wanted something.
but it happened years later. So when I was younger, I remember I went on this award show.
Okay.
It was Sheikh Hamdan giving an award for SMEs.
MashaAllah.
And I remember looking at it and I was like, wow, I want that award. So coincidentally or not, maybe call it manifestation. I don't know what this is, but I've been someone who've always gotten awards so much.
Yeah.
Like I have a table that is filled with awards
mashallah, yeah.
since high school. Like it's not like a certificate or something. It's awards, which is weird. But I think
Cool.
What do you think is one of the words, or is your favorite, or you had the special, like it's special to you, either
So
whether
top.
from the moment or it was something that you wanted to win so badly, or like
Yeah.
it's just special to you maybe from a moment or a celebration. Is there a specific award?
there's one.
Okay.
So I was in this competition and I was so confident I'm gonna win, and I did not. And I'm a sore loser, so I came out. I was very upset. And I remember someone else who won. She was very emotional. It meant a lot for her. So when I saw that, I saw, okay, this is hers. This is her stage today. Someday will be mine. And I did have my moment after that. The next year, I applied for the same competition. Because I just wanted that award. Just for the sake of I wanting that award. And I ended up winning both.
Yeah.
That I did not end up winning the last year. And I remember that the first year I was so confident that I'm gonna win. I came out of the room, we had certain interviews and whatnot. It was CEO of the Year award. and we had to do interviews with another CEO. Who's gonna choose? And I was so confident. I'm like, I'm the one. There was this other girl. I was like,
Nah, I'm better.
no, yeah. I mean, do you really think so? She was very quiet. She was very reserved, and then she actually ended up winning. So that was a humbling moment for me.
Yeah.
But then next year, I went and I did an interview. I came out. There was this one person who came up to me. He was like, "How did you do?" And I was like, "I don't think I did well." I was like, I answered the question and I wasn't confident. I was honest. And he was like, "No, you never say that. You have to be always confident." So there was a question the CEO asked us, "What do you do when you're unsure of a decision?" So I was like, if I'm unsure, I figure out, like, I try to figure out. I never pretend that I have all the answers. And the other guy told me, he was confident. He's like, "You never say that. You always have to be confident. You always have to have it figured out." And I'm like, I guess you're going to win. I actually thought that. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll take one of the awards, Company of the Year. But CEO of the Year, I don't think I'm going to take it. And I remember when he was reading out the speech that who won, he mentioned the fact that I'm, humble, and the fact that I am open to criticism.
Yeah.
You know, you accept the flaws that you have. And then he's like, and her name is da da da.
Yeah.
And that meant a lot for me.
Yeah.
Because it has a whole story.
These moments, it's moments.
It humbled me the first year.
Yeah, that
And then the second year when I was like all humbled, they're like, okay, now it's your time. You can get a little confident.
Yeah.